Hello and welcome back to Tomb Raider 2 with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So today we begin the diving area level, which is the second of the 2 rig levels. And the main reason I wanted to grab this ladder here is to make sure that I'm able to open the pathway underwater and also open another thing as well. But for now, yeah, this switch will turn off that fan. And that's necessary to get one of the 3 secrets here. Oh yes, because there's a... Likewise with the first rig level, the next thing is down here as well. I believe there may be another switch as well, but for now I'm going to not do anything. Yeah, seriously, what am I looking for? My flares? Well, fine, I can use those. But they're probably necessary for the next area we're going into past that fan. So yeah. So we go for a bit of a swim through here. Past the fan, now stopped fan blades. We will find our next thing down this passageway. Quite a long one, so you probably want to get some air before you do this. Seriously, it is a long one. And yeah, okay, no, apparently there isn't, just some grenades, which is probably useful anyway. I do have the grenade launcher prematurely anyway because of that, but yeah, nothing much else. Well, anyway, the other thing at the other end is the fact that there was going to be a lot more obstacles in this level, including a new enemy, one I do not like, and one that only appears in Tomb Raider 2. Well, no, I'm wrong. This type of enemy does appear in Tomb Raider 3, but it's only towards the end of that game does he appear. So, maybe I didn't go far enough to get the secret or something. Oh no, I do not see any secret there, only grenades. So I must be doing something wrong here. What is it? I do not know. I've already jumped into the water enough times, I think. And where's my flares? Absolutely, where's my flares? That seems to be part of the course here. And no, I do not see any other... Actually, no, yes I do. There's another switch. That there will open the door up above. Not that you'll see it there, but it does. And indeed, in the next area, we will come across our first really big obstacle, namely some guys with guns. Indeed, we did face these guys previously, but yeah, I might as well use the Uzis on them. The other thing of note, there is a giant, pulley there, not a door. And this guy with a shotgun. Yeah, we saw these guys back in the last level as well. But, any more? Nope, good. In fact, there's 2 of them. Not that you'd notice it. And more Uzi ammo, I won't complain at that. And, shotgun shells. Now, the other obstacle, as I mentioned, is this giant, pulley here with a hook on it. There's 2 of them, and we want to get past them, but it's going to make for some difficult platforming here otherwise. So that being said, I am going to save here, because over here is another problem, shall we say. Namely this passageway here, which will lead us into the other room that we are... Actually, no, this is the same room here, because you can actually hear the gears moving on those pulleys there, but... yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything here, though. You'd think there would be, but nope, there isn't. And also, we also get probably a really good weapon in this level as well, but we'll get to that a bit later. For now, I'm going to go back outside, or upstairs, should I say, and head all the way to the right, where I can jump to this platform, where the first of the 2 pulleys are, moving back and forth like crazy. Indeed, if you jump at the wrong time, you could lose a good chunk of Lara's health, so don't do that. Although moving back is probably a good idea, because it will help with doing some running jumps here. Seemingly that guy's going for a bit of a walk. Anyway, what I like to do with these pulleys is to wait until they've gone to one side and then jump, seriously. And make sure Lara stays well away from them, seriously, because otherwise, well, she'll die, and we don't want that. Now, let's get her into position and run and jump. There we go. And I'll use the shotgun here. If that guy's still around. Let's see when I go around this corner. Indeed he is. Just one shotgun blast will do it, really. And here, this pool of acid is going to kill Lara in one go. So don't go down there. Although if you want to get a secret, you do want to go down the middle of this area. Because there's an alcove in the middle there where the first secret is. So yeah, I'm going to go down backwards or forwards. Backwards might be the best way because at least Lara will be able to grab the ledge there. And do it that way. So I'm going to try and pivot Lara there. Okay, and there we go. And there's the stone dragon, the first of 3 secrets. Very good. And then I will turn around and hopefully go down the other end. Now, save here, because if you mess up this jump, and it's very easy to mess up this next jump, then, yeah, then Lara will automatically fall into the thing. Seriously. Apparently the trick is not to grab, which you would think you would have to, given that there is a ledge there, but apparently no. Or maybe it is, or just to grab at the last minute, because apparently of how the physics work in Tomb Raider 2. Nothing much over that end, so I'm going to go to the left here, through this passageway, and this will take us to the next area, where there is a very long climb, and I do mean a long climb, seriously. Even plays the mysterious music, and the camera even pans up to show how long this ladder is, seriously. Though we'll need to anyway, because we're going to get another card key yet again. Yes, we're still doing that in these levels. Absolutely, that has not stopped. Certainly not. Let's go slowly, seemingly, up this ladder. And eventually Lara will get to the top. And we will be able to get our next thingy there. And yeah, we also have to hear her grunt quite a bit. Yeah, that's the thing with Lara. Seemingly the textures for the ladders have not changed. For better or worse. Seriously, they look almost exactly the same as in Tomb Raider 2. On the PS1, I mean. Maybe it looks a bit more, a little better, but not very much. It still looks like a JPEG of all things, but never mind. Let's go through here, and in this next room, we will have to be careful where we make Lara grab, because she can fall off if not doing so. So indeed, let's roll, and let's see. That's no good. No, because we want to slide down backwards, not forwards. As we'll see, because there's a guy going back and forth there. And messing up the jump will just send Lara back down here. And that's not where we want to go, mind. Oh no. And jumping up to that thing is impossible, so we have to grab the ledge. So let's try this again, shall we? And, that's no good. So I probably want to head to the right and grab that edge. And go it that way. And what's this? Some ammo? Yep, some ammo. I think those are M16 ammo, which is the weapon we will be getting a bit later here. I'm on the wrong side here. Seriously, the same thing will just repeat next time, if you know what I mean. So, let's get Lara to grab that edge. And go down, absolutely. Grab it, and then grab the other one, and then get rid of that guy. I may want to use the shotgun here, to be honest, because it works so well in close quarters here against these guys. Yep, only 2 shotgun blasts, it is down. And this guy seems to be carrying... I don't know what those are. The automatics? And the camera pans out here for a reason. It's another keycard door, so once again, head all the way over that way. You can see that hole in the wall even? I don't even know what to call it really. There are two ways you can approach this. You can either jump from here or from the gap in the barrier there. So let's see if this works. Nope, not working, so I will have to jump from the gap then. Or maybe not. And then pick up the blue key card, and then do the whole thing of going back up the ladder again. Yeah, we'll have to do that again, so I'll just see you when I open the door. Okay, then we're back, so indeed we shall open the door here, and this will give us access to the, I guess, the diving area, which, as I say, introduces us to probably one of my least favorite enemies in the game, the flamethrower guy. Oh yes, because we all know how Lara here has been set on fire, but this guy is carrying a weapon that can go very far here, and the whole, I think what's worse is that this, you can actually hear, I don't know what kind of noise, but while he's walking around, heavy breathing basically. More so than the guys carrying shotguns. Seriously. Yeah, seriously. I don't know what's with the heavy breathing, but there you go. And yeah, there are Dobermans as well, but don't journey too far. Because, yeah. And thankfully, there are pools of... In fact, I think I just killed the guy. The flamethrower guys are noticeable because it looks like they're carrying some sort of power pack on their back, but... That's their flamethrower. And there are a fair few more in this level as well. Yeah, Bartley is not above setting his victims on fire, it seems. And that is most certainly the case here. Go down through this passage. Where to reach this this pool with seemingly... Well, I don't know if this is the one with... Yes, it is, okay. With a raised concrete slab in the middle of it. And also on the left there, a block that we can move, although we'll have to find something called the machine chip in order to open it. Because there is yet another control panel there. And the machine chip is a bit further on. Seriously. So we can't do anything with that now. But never mind. Let's, I guess. I suppose I could jump in the pool at least. And that whirring noise, that is a buzzsaw at the other end. There is another key card next to said buzzsaw. So we can't do anything with that now. There will be a switch that will turn it off and we can get the key card later in this level. But for now, nope. Nope, nope. Another door we can open here. And this will give us access to serial passageway. Absolutely. Excuse me. And this will also take us to where the M16 assault rifle is as well. But not before we have to deal with a few more Bartley's goons, and that door's locked. Yeah, we can't go through there then. Okay, well. Yeah, that's a shame. I know there's no switch in the immediate area that will open that door. Absolutely not. And other than that, not much I can say here. Not much I can say. I may well have missed a door. There are also some doors in this room here that are completely closed and can't do anything about that. But, yeah, so just that one. But never mind. I'm guessing I'm going to have to jump in the water because there is no machine chip there. And that door there is closed. We can't go through there, so I'm guessing we're going for a long swim here. Seriously. So So jump in the water. Be mindful of the concrete slab, absolutely. So down here, you will see on the left a passageway and another diver there. So indeed, I don't have enough harpoons for this guy, so let's try and lure him out and shoot him from above. And yes, there is a way to pull out of the pools on the right-hand side when you come out, so at least that's something. I'll go with the automatics. Yeah, seriously. Get rid of Mr. Frogman there. I only have one medipack. Let me make that count, man. Is he done? Yeah, I'd say he is. He's going to float on the surface for a while. Meanwhile, I will go for a swim down this passageway. And at the very end is another switch that will open both of these doors. Seemingly, we get the choice of going through the left one or the right one. Seemingly. I'll go through the right one here and see where this goes. Goes around that corner to another switch, which we can pull. And that actually opens the door to the area where the M16 is. And indeed, the passageway just goes around the corner, really. And let's just turn around and get some air. Because otherwise Lara's going to drown. Absolutely. So back into this room. And let's get some air. And indeed, head back to the room where we were going to go, where the door was locked. But never mind that. Carry on. And pull out. And don't want to go that way. No, that door's locked anyway. So we found the machine chip. I like that there's actually a bit more shadows in the remastered version. That is actually pretty cool. So up we go through these this passageway up to the top. And I'm gonna save here because there are more Bartley's goons up here than I would want to admit. Shotgun, no, I'll go with the Uzis. Indeed, you'll also see a helicopter flying away. I am guessing that's Bartley. That would make sense. I think we can try and get a few medipacks from these guys. Indeed, I know the big guy there was carrying a large medipack, which is very useful. This guy, he has just some automatic ammo. And the other guy must be carrying a medipack, because it looked like a medipack. Yep, I was right. So back through we go to the other end. And indeed, see if I can turn off these burners. Now, these are on a timer. Be wary of that. If you do this wrong, then Lara will, well, burn, literally. And there's no, the nearest water was back in the room with the concrete slabs, so, yeah. So pull that one first, and see if that no, it doesn't. Actually, no, that was right. Strangely enough, the burners don't seem to make a noise. And yeah, what we was trying to do with the sideways somersault, that would help Lara get to the other side. Just so long as we're careful. Now that we've turned off all the burners, we want to jump quickly. Yeah, because otherwise, Lara, I've heard of wasting time. Well, actually, no, I managed to get the M16 assault rifle, so yay. Pull back up and quickly. Okay, this is going to be hard. Basically, if you want to get avoid getting burnt, should I say, you want to go to one side of this thing, and that's not going to be easy when dealing with burners. Seriously, because they can still burn Lara. Managed to get through with minor burns, I dare say. And so, let's do this again, because there is something else besides the M16 here. Oh, yes. And something interesting about the M16. It will only fire when Lara is stationary. It is far too heavy of a weapon for her to run around shooting willy-nilly. Seriously. It is quite, a heavy weapon for Lara to handle. Much heavier than the grenade launcher. So yeah. At the other end of the passageway, where the burners were, is where the machine chip is. So that will give us access to that other room downstairs, which means more backtracking. Indeed, in the room with the machine chip, we can place it there. And indeed, that will open the door here. And seemingly give us another couple of flamethrower guys. Absolutely, they're running in circles, aren't they? Well, I'll save, and let's see if I can shoot them now. I'll go M16, yeah. Be wary of the fact that Lara can only use it standing up, remember. You can tell when the flamethrower guys die because their death noise is unique here. In that it sounds like they're groaning. Seriously. It's actually rather funny, seriously. Maybe not my favourite death noise in the Tomb Raider series. Oh no, that comes to another guy. We'll see. I know, I cannot avoid getting burnt here. Seriously. So do I go with the Uzis on? Nope, M16. So we can get rid of one of those guys. Just be very careful. Seriously. No, using the M16 is probably not a good idea against the flamethrower guys. Maybe I should go with the Uzis after all. But no, I'm still adamant on using the M16. What the hell is wrong with me? Thankfully, he only took 2 hits at that guy. So, yeah. Seemingly he has nothing on him, so what about the other guy? And we'll deal with this pool, I think, a bit later. He's got a small medipack. Okay, good. So on the next episode, we'll go into that pool and see what's at the other end, so I'll see you then. Goodbye!